etc., etc., might, if this 27-man House of Assembly is given some source of legality, then does that not amount to Sim Fubara being shown, his way out or butted out? But then, of course, in the interest of peace, according to the governor's, people, they decided to call for, a meeting. And there's some who are saying that, look, well, when Governor Sim was told to show up to the assembly members, he didn't. Why is he expecting that the assembly members would show up in the interest of peace? And they're saying if he wants peace, then he should do what the court says. But did the court say that he should represent the budget? I'm going to have this conversation another day in detail with lawyers from both sides. But then there are two. Tony Okocha here is speaking for one faction of the APC, while there is another spokesperson for the Amechi faction of the APC. Last night, I did see the former commissioner for information, Ibim Semenetari, speaking, well, not necessarily for the government, but seemingly pandering in that direction that, look, the governor in good faith is saying, come, let's reason together. Let's see what we can do so that the state does not go into chaos. I'm saying all of these things to say the story has grown more horns. Guess what? Asarido Kubo, who is an Izon man, has joined the conversation. Take a listen to what he had to say.
If you allow Wike to push this as he's doing, it will be very difficult for him to even come to Rivers State. It will be difficult for those 27 House of Assembly members to even have a place to stay in Rivers State. It will be difficult for anybody if they think that they are going to impeach him and the job people will allow it. It will be difficult to impeach him. Mark this word I'm telling you. God, nobody. It will be difficult to impeach him and bring a governor. It's not going to be possible. Go and ask in Ondo State. Go and ask in Delta State. The fury of the job people. They don't give a damn.
Former Niger Delta militant Asarido Kubo there, speaking as an Izon man, Ijo people. Let's not forget the Sim Fubara obviously is categorized from that ethnic group, obviously. And I did see Ankyo Briggs, who's also an Ijo woman, speaking this morning on television. I think it was Arise TV on the same issue. But the bigger question, Lagos, is what is the fate of Sim Fubara? Is it hanging in the balance? Can he wiggle his way out of this one? And if he doesn't, what happens to Rivers people? Because, I mean, this conversation should be about Rivers people. But then it is about 27 plus one man, a governor, 28 people, as opposed to the millions of people who live in River State. I'm moving away from that story. Let's talk about Mr. President here for a second, shall we? Well, the Vanguard newspaper story here says, I removed fuel subsidy to protect unborn generation, says Tinubu. Let me give you some background. Don't scream at me. Relax. President Bola Tinubu yesterday said he removed fuel subsidy to protect the future of unborn generation. Now, he also said, he said this actually at an inauguration of the National Youth Congress Planning Committee, that one that you say should not hold. Yes, he's holding it. And he spoke at the National Council chambers in the presidential villa, Abuja. The president reaffirmed his administration's commitment to youth empowerment, declaring that the government policies were designed to secure a prosperous future. Do you feel it? Can you feel it? Are you feeling it? Do you think that this is you're going to reap the benefits in the future? Bear in mind, Dangote versus NNPC. Bear in mind the refineries that are so-called working, and the fact that we still are importing premium motor spirit. Bear in mind. I'd like to quote Mr. President. He said, I've listened to you carefully today, and it's not for long speeches. I just want to reassure you that you are the hope of the country. Talking to the young people, and I'm talking to all the young people if you're listening. Everything hangs on your future. Every decision, he says, I have taken is all about tomorrow. He says, when you remove oil subsidy, you're protecting the future of generations yet unborn. The youth, he says. Where's the investment for the infrastructure? When you listen to majority professionals talking about Japa leaving Nigeria, it's because if you grow prosperity back home, you empower people. They will not bother to leave. They will stay home. This is your home to develop, to build, and make prosper. Are you being allowed to stay at home, to develop, in the words of Mr. President, to build and to make prosper? What are your thoughts, Lagos? All right, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp 0809-5975-805. That's 0809-5975-805. You can join the conversation. The mail line is 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. For the ladies, 0201-465-7190. That's 0201-465-7190. Now, finally, let's go to the very much talked about El-Rufai situation. Well, yesterday there was a breaking story that El-Rufai had decided to jump ship to the SDP. Now, don't forget, there's a particular publication in the papers, national dailies, some years ago when he said he will die in the APC. More like we die here. But then there are indications that more high-profile politicians have concluded plans to join the Social Democratic Party, SDP, following former Kaduna State Governor Nasser El-Rufai's defection from the All Progressive Congress. There's been a lot of conversations yesterday. I also saw the presidential spokesperson, Boala, taking a shot at El-Rufai and, more like a blow to him. He was really, taking a real shot at him on social media. Shehu Sani also was on television yesterday talking about El-Rufai, calling him a confusionist and saying that he will soon cause confusion in the SDP and that if he by any chance returns to the APC, he, Shehu Sani, will leave. Let's talk, guys. The phone lines are open. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Action Lady, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, thank you. This River State, I don't know why nobody can call this man to order.
Turn off your radio, Chris. I don't have to tell you this. You're not a new first-time caller.
Action Lady, I'm sorry, please. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So nobody can call this man to order. We always pretend as if we don't know what is going on. I say, what is Fubara's fate? You hear the man who you play his voice. He's all people. What is going on for God's sake? You are not the former governor of River State. People, you take over from people. Did they do all this to you? The 27 people, they say, Fubara is alone. He bought tickets for those people. He sponsored all those people. How do you think they would answer again? And it's funny that for me, I'm speaking for myself. Anything that said me wrongly, I will chop it off. I hear people say, he sponsored Fubara. He did it for Fubara. It's bad of Fubara fighting him.
Okay. 8
years will soon be over. Then I will see what Onyezenyi will become.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. 0201-277-0993. That's the number for you to call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Joel Gabriel calling from Lekki.
Go ahead.
Maryann, impeach Fubara for what? Impeach him for what exactly? Because a government is trying to stand his ground, he's saying that I don't want godfatherism, I don't want dictatorship. They are trying to impeach him for what? So like a guest said on Kujime this show this morning, just give Winston Wike, just give him what he wants. You will see there will be peace in. Is that how we are going to continue to run our governors? And Miriam, please, I'm asking because I'm short of what I don't have answer.
I do not have an answer either.
My goodness, we stand behind Fubara. We stand behind him.
Okay.
You understand? They can't impeach him. They can't. For what?
Okay.
Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of your day. God
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Yes. Why are you calling the female line?
I just called the male line.
No, sir. The male line is working. Call the male line. Thank you. You're not allowed to call the female line if you're male. Hello.
Good afternoon, Miriam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Robert. I am calling you from Apapa.
Robert, go ahead, please.
This Supreme Court, sometimes they give judgments without considering the implication, what may happen. You understand? So they did not even. They said they don't have evidence that the 25 law can come. And now, if I are born, they will see wherever they are. And rivers stay with the catching fire. Abi. And for the president that says he removes subsidy for future generations, we that are still alive now, we are even finding it difficult to survive the remaining two years in his regime. And he says, which future generation is he talking about? I beg.
All right. Thank you for calling, Robert. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Hello, Mrs. Aboli. Go ahead, please.
Let me start with the River Story case. All those plundering for the soul of River State, not minding what will befall the masses. I pray that by the grace of God, all this fight they are fighting for their selfish interest, may they not know peace because they are not even thinking or caring.
What did they do to you now? Why are you praying bad prayer this hot afternoon?
No, na prayer. I use God beg you. I know caution go. Enough is enough. They're not even thinking of the masses. And then our president said he removed subsidy for unborn generations. The born generations said they never even get peace. Unborn generations are more indebted than what we have found ourselves. And you say you remove subsidy, you are letting Jesus have mercy. These headlines, do they read what they say before they just come on air to spill rubbish? Maryann, leave me. Bye-bye.
Okay, you let go, honey. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Uzoma calling.
Hi, Uzoma. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Maryann, my sister, these people are laughing. Let me laugh them. You remove a subsidy so that which unborn? See, I have said it before.
But you suffer today so that you can enjoy tomorrow. Isn't that the thing?
Let them go. If they don't know what to say, let them stop ridiculing them. They are ridiculing themselves. I can't say that a father of a house will fail to provide food for the children now. I'm telling them, I'm not feeding you now because of children unborn. Shame. Let me tell you something. Okay, let us say subsidy. You are leaving it for your own children unborn next year. Next how many years that used to be? How about the loan, the debt? They come on the fly. Come back. Come borrow another one. Go. Fly. Come back. Borrow another one. Go. The debt will come.
We gotta go on a break. Thank you for calling.
Right back. Suleiman is 11. He rolls a tire under the bridge in Akwonjo. Doesn't go to school. Everybody knows him as the boy that draws under the bridge. We find Suleiman, get him to lead him to his mom, take us to their house, dusty drawer with cobwebs. They open it. Some of Suleiman's paintings, she was smart enough to keep them. Took about 3 or 4 of them, brought them to the gallery. Now, Suleiman will go to school, send his siblings to school. That's the story of patronage. Yeah.
Plus 234 Art Fair 2025 holds from March 27th to 31st at the Pan-African Center, brought to you by Soto Gallery and Echo Bank. Admission is free.
The battle for the crown rages on. 4 debaters remain. 2 semi-final spots are left. And tonight, they will fight for it. It's day 14 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament on Nigeria Info FM, where the sharpest young minds collide in a war of words. At 4 p.m., it's a test of logic and vision as Ifeolu Olaya takes on Osigwe Dora, debating the topic: should vocational training certification be rated the same as tertiary education certification? Then at 5 p.m., it's Fiery Face-Off as Wayne Saline battles Chaloku Naomi, tackling one of the most controversial issues in governance. Should indigenship be a critical factor in electing a state governor? The stakes are sky high. The margin for error is razor thin, and by the end of today, 2 more debaters will punch their ticket to the semi-finals. Who will dominate the studio? Who will argue their way into the next round? And who will beg to differ the best? Catch all the action live on Nigeria Info FM 99.3, streaming on Facebook and YouTube at Nigeria Info FM and online at nigeriainfo.fm. Plus, we're proudly joined by Kids FM 101.7, bringing the battle of words to an even bigger audience. The quarterfinals continue, and you don't want to miss it. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Obi Weezy, Diamonds and Pearls Travels Limited, and Chrisland Schools. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College. For sponsorship, email info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
This is Hot Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hot Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hot Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we are back. It's still Hard Facts and a British version on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here into me and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon. Welcome to the show. I hope that you've been enjoying the conversation, and you must join the conversation because, we're all about talk. And you must hop onto the conversation. And there's so many ways that you can be part of the conversation. Just go on WhatsApp 08095975805, or you can join the conversation Facebook Live, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Or better still, if you're listening to us from outside of the country on Skype, we are Nigeria Info FM. We would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the big stories for today? In case you're wondering what these stories are. Rivers crisis, APC factions at war over a threat to impeach Fubara. And who made the threat? Well... Tony Okocha actually made that threat. And while he's threatening, here is another threat from a Niger Delta militant who also used to say he's a big friend of, a very good friend of Mr. President, but here's his message to the president. Militant who also...
If you allow Wike to push this as he's doing, it will be very difficult for him to even come to Rivers State. It will be difficult for those 27 House of Assembly members to even have a place to stay in Rivers State. It will be difficult for anybody if they think that they are going to impeach him and the job people will allow it. It will be difficult to impeach him. Mark this word I'm telling you. God knows. Nobody. It will be difficult to impeach him and bring a governor. It's not going to be possible. Go and ask in Ondo State. Go and ask in Delta State. The fury of the job people. They don't give a damn.
And the saga continues. Oh, my mic is having a little Ogbanjo session, but it's okay. It's going to change in a bit, yeah? Anyway, join the conversation. The phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. And Mr. President here is telling us that I removed fuel subsidy to protect the unborn generation. And then, of course, in other news, El-Rufai has moved from the APC to the SDP, even though he had told us years ago that he was going to die in the PDP. But what does this mean for the APC? And those who are saying if he goes everywhere this guy goes, trouble follows him. Do you agree? And what change will it even bring for El-Rufai going to the SDP? Not even the PDP, though. There's a lot to unpack. Let's go, Lagos. Like I said, you're talking, I'm listening. Welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Do call me back. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mr. calling from Oshodi area now.
Go ahead.
Our president is not talking about born.
Ndubisi, you'll have to call me back. Your line is very, 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 very problematic. So please call me back, all right? Thank you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello?
Hello, Maryann.
Yes, what's your name? Where are you calling
from?
That
line is not functioning properly.
It is.
It is. Take your device.
No, it's your network. Call it back. Don't call the women's line. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Turn off your...
Maryann, how are you? This will be calling from Ikeja.
Go ahead.
Maryann, they say small pikin will not have been mentioned in the column vegetable. Anybody that impeaches Fubara in Rivers, some people will stand in Lagos and continue to talk. You see, the problem with Rivers State, people don't understand, is economic war. Not they won't kidnap, they won't kill anybody. They will attack complete economic sabotage. That's why the president should intervene. He should intervene as a matter of urgency. He should not keep aloof on this matter. Winke and all these people that are making trouble. When the trouble starts in Rivers State, it is going to consume everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Obi, for calling. All right, let's take another call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann.
Yes.
Good afternoon. It's not easy getting this line. Honestly,
it's very easy. Every man that you've heard on this show has been calling this line.
No, I'm serious, Maryann. I'm serious. Honestly, it's been every information that you are getting concerning people that they are not getting through is true. I've been trying this line throughout this week until now. Anyway, my name is Ambrose, and I live in Mowe.
Go ahead.
Maryann, the president is telling us that he's preparing for the future of our children. Say, not be we go born those children. Children, when they never born, how they prepare for? Maryann, no light, no food, no electricity, no good road. The dollar is rising. There is no fuel. So I don't understand what he's trying to tell us. I think he realizes that 2027 is around the corner. 4 years just be like, initially you would think it's very big. But now he's beginning to see that he's already 2 years has gone. So he is going to face the reality. 2027 belongs to God. Good evening.
Thank you very much for calling. Don't forget, you can post your comments on our social media. If you're watching live on YouTube and on Facebook, I'd like to read from you. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Post your comment. You can join us via Skype if you're listening from outside of the country. The president is saying that if we stay back and build our country, there's no need to jagba. Are you able to build your country? What's stopping you from building your country? Have you been able to even get a water in? Or are the clouds above us just white dust? And of course, the rivers issue. I'm asking the big question. What is the fate of Fubara? Back to the phone lines. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Victor from VI.
Go ahead.
Okay, Maryann, I think what we can want to create, I don't think he will be there to enjoy it. Let me enjoy people are, I don't know, they will not allow Wike to succeed in what he wants to do. I don't know why he want to destroy Rivers State. And he's talking, when you see him, he's talking about being politically relevant. you forget that there are people that live in the state that need to be taken care of. Okay, now this guy has, in as much as I know that he's a coward, this one that is talking now is a coward. But the job people will not take it lightly with Wike. That is my own. Then Mr. President telling us that the fuel subsidy was removed for the future. We are the one that will nurture the future generation now. We are the one that will give birth to them and nurture them. So make will die because he won't take care of future generation. How will the future generation come? Please make him think twice. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. I will soon read some of your messages. I'm going to just take a few more calls and then I'll come to the messages, okay? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
No. You're not allowed to call this line. This is the ladies' line.
The other number is not going.
It's working. It's working.
So can you give us another number, please?
No. This is working. It's working. I'm so sorry. That number is working and I'm going to pick a call right now from that number. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes.
You fine lady.
What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
God. All right. So, you see that. What else do you expect from a very good politician? You know, false hope, vain false hope, and empty promises. So when he's telling you that it's for the future, it's just to get your hope for nothing. You know. So what do you expect? And the Nigerians, unless you stand up to these things, like you confront these people, nothing will change. Our talking will not take us anywhere. That's the only language you understand. And then on Fubara, on Rivers State, Rivers people are not like Lagos people. They are very, very violent in their, in speaking.
I take exceptions to that. What do you mean by Rivers people are violent? We're not violent people. What do you mean?
Okay, I will take that word back. Confrontational, very confrontational.
Better.
They are not passive.
We stand up for ourselves. It's not like I'm from Rivers, but I consider myself a Port Harcourt girl. Yes.
I think the president should act fast before it gets to that place. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Godman, for calling. I do appreciate it. For those who are complaining, I guess it's a connection issue because all these calls I'm taking are from the mail line. Hello.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Peter Monson from Somolu.
Peter, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Maryann, let me tell Wike something. The one that is in the Constitution that if you defect, you lose your seat. Is it not the court that decided on that? Number one. And number two, Tinubu is saying you should come back and invest here when you make money. I know of a man that came from Germany and bought 6 Korope vehicles to do transportation. He could not buy fuel. He has packed them. He has gone back to Germany. And there is one Peter too that came from Japan. Open business here. Every time on the radio he will complain he cannot fuel his generator. He has gone back to Japan. So who will stay here? You are deceiving. He has completed deceiving the generation that are here. And it's now beginning to deceive the generation that is unborn. Very soon he will deceive the dead. You see this man, where we call Tinubu, it's only God that will forgive him if he will deserve the forgiveness. Let him go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Peter. I do appreciate it. All right, let's go to the ladies' line. Hello.
Hey, good evening.
Good afternoon. Sorry. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Juliet. I'm calling from Arunge. Sorry, I want to ask a question in relation to the fan battle.
What?
The fan battle. I want to ask a question in relation to
I might not be able to give you the answers to that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No problem. All right. Thank you, Juliet. I'm guessing that you want to participate. Just keep listening to the ads. I think there's a direction there as to how you can sign up and be a part of it. I think you have to do a video and debate on sporting issues. I think so. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Joe. I'm calling from Iba.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yes, on the issue of Fubara, I think what I would suggest is let him just abide by the rules. Let him submit the budget.
Why would he do that? What rules? Which rules supersede the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is the Grand Norm?
No, but
the Constitution clearly states that once you leave your party and defect to another, you cease to hold that seat. And it's not that they defected in their. It's not like they defected in their bedroom. Oh, it was public. We have evidence. That's on the one hand. No. Just hold on. I'm trying to set it. No, don't be angry. I'm going to let you speak. So what? Who's going to obey what rule, and which rule will be left? Hanging, because there's so many rules that have been broken on both sides, whether you like it or not. So which rule is he going to obey, and which one is he going to leave hanging?
Wait. I believe the Supreme Court is aware of this, isn't it? If the Supreme Court is aware, then they should have considered it before giving a judgment. And if they have given the judgment, I believe they have considered other factors. So
have you seen have you understood the certified true copy of that judgment? The judgment is not about the defection. The judgment is about the local government election, a case that was instituted even before the House of Assembly saga. I hope you do understand that they're two separate cases.
Okay. Yes, but then...
Hello?
Before the case got to the Supreme Court, there were defections. Was there any case before these people... was there any case...
I just told you now that the case of local government issue was instituted before the defection. I'm not talking of
the local government. I'm talking of the... Okay, are you saying that there was a... oh, my credit is off. Oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Do call me back. So before we comment on these issues, we need to understand that the cases that have been put in court are several different cases. I remember the last time that, the Amehule-led faction went, to town rejoicing and, dancing that, the court had somewhat ruled in their favor. I remember that Femi Falana was on, I think I played you that video where Femi Falana was trying to explain in detail what exactly that judgment meant, and that there were several other cases that they were awaiting judgment. But in this particular case, it does not necessarily speak to the fact that, these people are authentic, they are the real people. Well, again, these things are subject to interpretation. And that's why I'm saying that we will have this conversation with lawyers so that way we can hear from both sides. And they would argue from both sides from a legal perspective. Because the truth is, this matter is not going to end anytime soon. But can it? Is there a way to deal with the issue so that it becomes a thing of the past? But then the governor is saying, in the interest of peace, let's have these people come meet us, and let's have a conversation. But the members of the House of Assembly are saying, well, we did call you first to come and represent the budget, and you didn't come. So why should we show up for your so-called meeting? It's a deadlock. Where does this leave Governor Sim? And don't forget the words of Asari Dokubo. How does the presidency manage this? How does the APC manage this? How do the people of River State manage this? Because it's an unending matter that's not going away anytime soon. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact.
Please, before you cut me off, let me explain.
No, sir.
That line is not working.
Okay, send me a message. Send me a message, but I'm not allowed to.
I don't like breaking.
I know.
It's not working.
I know. The line is
when
working.
When you dial it,
I'm sorry.
Check your device.
It's
and
working.
Nothing is wrong with any device.
It's working. Send me a message.
That line is not yet perfect.
So there's no amount of arguing that you're going to argue with me. If I'm still taking calls from the mail line, which I'm going to do again now, then it means it's working. It probably is from your end. This is another call from the mail line. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Option. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
Hey, what's the outcome of the Rivers State governor meeting with those senators?
Not senators, House of Assembly members. They're saying that they're not going to show up for that meeting because the governor did not also honor their invitation.
Because according to the governor, he said he received the court notice, the court judgment. That's why he called the meeting. He called them for the meeting. So Tinubu didn't know how to settle the issue.
I know, and I've been saying that the whole time. So, but they're saying they're not going to show up. So where does that leave the people of the state? Because that's priority. The people of the state should be priority as opposed to APC and PDP, the governor and the House of Assembly. These people are supposed to be representing a group of people. Are they taking into consideration what those people need at the moment?
Okay. And our president he removed the first subsidy for unborn generation. So what of those people that are living? Does he want them to die before the unborn generation will come up?
I really can't answer that question because I don't work for the president, but thank you very much for your thoughts. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
No. You're not allowed to call the ladies' line, sir. Sorry. 0201-277-0993 is the mail line. Okay? Hello.
Hello, Maryann.
No. It's working and I'm taking calls from it. Keep trying or send me a message. You don't have to call.
Maryann, this is Romeo from Isolo.
Hi, Romeo. Go ahead.
Maryann, if to be honest, as for one verse, this thing that your president just said, did you hear that over the week there was a pregnant woman?
It's my president, not your president? Oh, that's rich.
Yeah, there was a pregnant woman in Benue with quadruplets. They couldn't take her to any healthcare center. They had to carry her on the wheelbarrow. On the way there, she gave birth. She and the 4 children died. So tell me, which generation are they saving?
Thank you very much for calling. So someone's arguing with me about the citizen. Like I said, there have been arguments for and against, and they have said that it's subject to interpretation. Now, there's the argument that the judge didn't clearly state that that the members of the House of Assembly are legitimate. There are arguments that the judge didn't say that. But then there's also the fact that, there isn't any evidence. But is that a fact? Because the others are arguing that, yes, there is a video. There is, proof that these people defected. But then don't forget that the reason why the governor complied with the first judgment is because it was about the local government, and that's why he's they're going to redo the local government elections, which he has agreed, and he had ordered the local government chairman to hand over local government authorities to local government officials. Okay, but then the matter at hand here is the House of Assembly saying, well, this is what the court has said. We're in the right, was the authentic members of the House of Assembly. And so you will come and present the budget. Well, the governor doesn't want to, obviously. And he's saying, well, come, let us have a meeting. And there are those who are saying, well, that's in the interest of peace. But then the people in the House of the 27 members of that are being led by Amehule are saying, if you do want peace, then you should have come to represent the budget. It looks like you also are not really working in the interest of peace. Like I said, there's several cases all tied together. But the truth is, the Rivers people are in the middle of all of this. Who's going to address them? Who's going to address their interests? I mean, the Supreme Court can give a judgment that one way or the other favors one side or the other. But what about the Rivers people? I remember telling you guys last week, if I'm not mistaken, that the people of Rivers State, workers, civil servants, have complained that this thing that the federal government is doing, withholding their revenue and not allowing it to come, meaning that they're not going to get their salaries, they will not be able to pay their rent, they will not be able to send their children to school, they will not be able to transport themselves to work, and they think that the federal government is working against Rivers people. It's a potpourri of issues, and that's why I'm asking, where does this leave Governor Sim? Because Tony Okocha has also come, who's leading a faction of the APC, to say, if the governor does not comply with what the House of Assembly, led by Amehule, has said, he should be impeached. And then, of course, we have what's his name? Former Niger Delta militant here, Asari Dokubo, saying, if Sim is impeached, Wike can't come to Rivers. The 27 members themselves will not be able to sit in Rivers. What does that signify? Chaos. I'll help you. Anyway, thank you very much, Ade Baba, for your thought. Emekeke here says, I agree with your last caller. Because of light issue, I will close my small business and jackpot too. Please don't jackpot. Let's go to Facebook Live here. Robinson here says, Fubara is the cause of the political problem currently going on in River State. He should stop flexing muscles with his benefactor. Barrister and former governor isn't one Wike. Okay, he should stop flexing muscles with Wike. Okay, perfect. He says, show him respect so that peace can return to River State and so that the businesses of governance can begin to run smoothly in the state. Asari Dokubo should not make any attempts to escalate the whole issue with his empty threats. He should allow political office holders voted into office do their job. He should not turn the whole thing into an ethnic battle, because if a tribal war breaks out among the tribes in River State because of the utterances like this, there is no guarantee that the Ijaw tribe is going to win the battle. He should not forget that Wike has his own tribe too, and he should not tribalize the whole thing. Okay. Chooks Ine here says, T-Pain is okay. I'm not going to use that word. He said subsidy removal he removed subsidy because of children unborn. All the properties and wealth he has grabbed and still grabbing and enjoying today. Himself and his children are enjoying money now. Who will give birth to the unborn children if not the people that are alive today? He should build good hospitals and stop going to France for his health checkup. He says he's a hypocrite. T-Pain doesn't have what it takes to be a good leader. As for River State Wahala, the Wahala that's being created by power grabber Wike will consume them, plotting to pull Fubara down from top to bottom. Okay. Caleb here says, since Wike is destroying the PDP, El-Rufai will destroy APC by the grace of God, because APC has been keeping Nigerians suffering. Nobody should disregard El-Rufai because